So to get this out of the way before I get to my opinions, I'm only stating my opinions on the things I watched this season, which was anything that was on Crunchyroll or Funimation, so I apologize if something you liked or wanted to watch but got no chance to wasn't on this list. Secondly, I didn't watch everything this season as well. So again, if what you liked from Crunchy or Funny weren't on this list, that is why as well. And lastly, I'm not giving my opinion on animes that continued on into the summer season, as they are not completed yet. Now, with this disclaimer out of the way, on to the opinions. Oh, also, two more things. One, if my eyes are looking down, I am using my iPad for my footnotes. And two, spoilers. Just warning. So the spring season is finally over, and with the summer season about to begin, I think it's time we give a talk about all the shows that have come to a wrap this season. There were a lot of really good grade A animes, and some not so good stuff. Overall though, I have to say, I enjoyed most of what I watched, so here's my opinion on a good handful of the stuff. Once again, please understand, I haven't watched everything this season. And please don't say I'm ripping off of anyone. So, to start things off, there's just a few shows I started, but never got around to finishing for one reason or another. To start things off with, Devil Survivor 2, the animation. This anime I watched the first episode on, and I did quite enjoy the concept of it. I haven't played Devil Survivor 2 the game, but I did play the first Devil Survivor. But, as I said in my first impressions article a long way ago, if you had watched this anime after watching Persona 4, the animation, you'll probably get disappointed. And because I had recently finished Persona 4, the animation, in its dub run on Anime Network, I had that exact problem. I'll try to get to it in the future, and get a proper review done, but for now, keep an eye out for Storm King to get a true review from him on it. Next up on my list, Hayate no Gotoku Cuties, or Hayate the Combat Butler Cuties. Ah, Cuties. Most people probably skip this one for multiple reasons. On Crunchyroll, it's listed as the second season to Can't Take My Eyes Off You, which no one really liked. And to those who actually did give it a try, it picks up so into the actual anime's plot that it turns off a lot of people who have not kept up with Hayate via the source material, the mangas. I stopped watching it due to time constraints, really, requiring me to drop a few stuff to watch the other, more important stuff this season. Overall, I know all the subplots to the show since I am very far in the manga, so I can say with confidence that it was a pretty good season and had really, really good animation quality. So go check it out if you didn't. Next up, Muromi-san. Muromi-san. This show, it had its hilarious quirks, but in the end, it was rather dry and very, very strange. If you like random shit anime, this one might be up your alley, but I can understand if you pass on it. Next up, Yahare ore no seishun rabu kome wa machigatteru. Otherwise known as on Crunchyroll, my teen romance comedy Snuff. I didn't drop this one because I wanted to, or because it was bad. I lost track on it, to be exact. I haven't started picking up where I left off because before the time of this recording, so stay tuned for more. Next up, Ayura. This one had its potential, but if it was the one to get the 15-minute to 24-minute run over Muromi-san, or another anime that's not on this list, Yu Shiki, I think it could have been so much better. That's all I can say on that one. And to finish off this list, Kakumeiki Barubrave, or Valvrave the Liberator. Technically, this one shouldn't be on the list since the second season is coming in the fall, but I might as well just say it for now. Until the second season changes my opinion, this one has probably become one of my least favorite Sunrise mechas. I don't hate it outright, but it's not as good as it could have been. It's confusing, it's a jumbled up mess that was probably, using TV tropes terms, it had executive meddling more than likely. Something had to have gone on backstage that caused this to flub. There was just too much that was wrong with it. Now to get to the stuff I have completed. Starting off on this list is Suisei no Gargantia, or Gargantia on the Verge's Planet. This one through the most insane curveball I've had since, I want to say, Angel Beats. With the major curveballs thrown in the last few episodes, plus the hilarious hijinks that Leto had always gotten himself into throughout the course of this anime, Suisei no Gargantia was probably one of the best, if not the best, of the 3 mecha animes we got this season. Granted, I don't count Majestic Prince as a spring mecha anime anymore, since its completion won't be till the end of the summer season. When we found out the truth that the Helios that Leto had been fighting, and that Stryker was the head of the cult the whole time, oh god, I was on the edge of my seat the entire time at the end. The music for the show was amazing, but the only flaw I have is that the ending did feel a tad bit rushed. If it had been 26 episodes, I feel it could have been paced a little bit smoother, but even so, it was still a great anime and well worth a recommendation. Next up on this list, Ore no Imoto Season 2. Oreimo! Oh god, this anime. Yes! This anime. I loved this season of Oreimo. The Kuroneko romance arc. Oh, the feels of the Kuroneko romance arc. And the teases with Ayase. Poor Ayase. But nevertheless, Ore no Imoto Konna ni Kawaii Wake ga Nai, Season 2. Go watch it if you have watched Season 1. And if you haven't watched Season 1, go watch Season 1 so you can watch Season 2. Do it! Do it now! Next up on the list, Hayore Nyaruko-san W. What do I have to say about Hayore Nyaruko-san W? It is fucking awesome! All the Kamen Rider, all the Gundam, and the other classic Toku and anime references. Oh my god! Episode 1 alone, we got multiple uses of wizard seal portals used for teleporting items. We got multiple references of Neo-Zeonic mobile suits. And as the show progressed, we see Blade's Undead cards. Constant double references. Cyclone. Joker. The show itself continues the constant, insane, nonsensical feel we got throughout the first Hayore Nyaruko-san. And it is awesome. It's way too complicated to explain, so just go watch it for yourself. It's well worth the watch. And hey, if it could get my cousin, who wasn't really a bit of an anime buff, and knows nothing about Toku besides what he's seen me watch, then you know something is done right. Next up on the list, Hentai Oji to Warawanai Neko, otherwise known as the Hentai Prince and the Stony Cat on Crunchyroll. This one took me by surprise. By the title alone, you'd think it's, well, nothing but flat-out fan service, which it is not. Yes, it has its fan service tropes every now and again, but it's not all about the fan service. It's a cute, heartwarming, and endearing story about a boy who at the beginning wants to remove his facade, and through the use of a stone cat statue, along with a girl who wants to hide her emotions, learns that without his facade, he can't go through his daily life. As it progresses, he learns more and more about the dangers of losing things to the cat statue, and also learns about his relationship with people and girls. till the finale, where we learn about his past with her, as well as the past with the stone cat. It is well worth a watch, so don't let the title scare you away. Go and watch it. Next up on the list, Hataraku Mao-sama, otherwise known as The Devil is a Part-Timer on Funimation. This anime was another surprise to me. I watched episode 1 a while ago, and I got about 15 minutes through before I had to turn it off because, well, I thought it was really stupid. But after being egged on by a friend and just skipping flat out to episode 2, I found the show to be extremely enjoyable, all the way through to the end. I guess it really was one of those cases where I should have followed my golden rule. Give a show 3 episodes before quitting it or saying anything about it. This show is probably damn near the best anime of spring 2013, and sure as hell deserves that title. Its plot is good, characterization is amazing, the characters are all well written, and the pacing is really good. Overall, I just can't stop gushing over the show. Go and watch it. And to wrap things up, Data Live, another anime that I can't stop gushing about. This anime is just beautiful. The art is very beautiful to the eyes, characters were all drawn beautifully, the flow of the fights never hiccup. The story was very heartwarming, with each spirit being given enough time in their arcs to truly give themselves enough characterization to not look two-dimensional at all, each having their own quirks. My favorites probably being the insane Kurumi or the Yamato Kotori. Nevertheless, it's a great show, and I'm glad it's getting a second season eventually, which will probably be winter of 2013 or spring of 2014. So this is my list. If there was something that I didn't list here that you like and feel I should have checked out, leave a comment down below on YouTube or Herotaku. I probably didn't watch it. Also, again, I'm not listing shows that did not end this season. So things like Shingeki no Kyoji, Attack on Titans, or Majestic Prince won't get talked about till the summer season. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I apologize if I was looking down a lot. Again, I'm using my iPad for my notes. So stay tuned for more. I will be posting more content like this on Herotaku eventually. There will be more people hopefully posting content like this on Herotaku eventually. And yeah, I will see you all later. Peace.